Hello and welcome to What Were You Thinking? My name, as you guys know, is Jeremy Moses. Today, we're going to discuss a little bit of politics. I know most of you don't want to hear anything about politics. Let's face it, we're swamped with it enough on television. And I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get into that in just a second. But first, I want to discuss something that, quite frankly, made me a little bit upset. And yet, it was a very smart move on the part of whoever put this campaign together. First, let me go ahead and tell you, let me set up here. I was browsing around on YouTube, mindlessly searching around for some entertainment to help me relax, as I sometimes do. And I happened to come across a channel that I subscribe to. I'm not going to name which channel, because I'm sure it's on multiple channels, but, you know, anyway, so I'm just browsing around, minding my own business, and, you know, I see a video that's new that I haven't seen yet, and I'm like, I need to watch this. I click on the video, I wait for it to come up. What comes up in the meantime is an advertisement, little dinky 15-second spot, and I'm like, okay, you know, no problem. I'll sit through this 15-second spot to get to the video that I want to watch. Well, lo and behold, I get to the video I want to, or lo and behold, the advertisement starts, and it's an advertisement for a Senate candidate in the state of Ohio, Rob Portman. And I went like, I immediately just facepalmed because I just knew somebody wasn't thinking, and yet they were. The not thinking part stems from the fact that I'm in the state of Kentucky, and this ad is for a Senate candidate for Ohio. And I went like, you gotta be kidding me, right? Come on. Could they not serve this locally to only the state of Ohio? So they had to dredge it, so they had to force feed it to Kentucky too, and maybe Indiana, and West Virginia, and Pennsylvania, and Maryland, and all these other states, and Michigan. You know, they have to feed it to us too. What the hell? I'm stupefied because, you know, I'm not eligible to vote for Ohio. I'm eligible in Kentucky only. I'm a Kentucky resident. This is where I live. This is where I make my home. This is where I do my YouTube videos, etc., etc., etc. And I'm being shown an ad for a U.S. Senate candidate in Ohio. What the flip? And the other thing that infuriated me is being subjected to an advertisement on YouTube in the first place for a Senate candidate or political candidate. Because don't we get enough of this stuff on TV? Some of us use YouTube to escape from that. We don't want to see any kind of political advertisement on TV or on YouTube because we're just burned out. If I could talk without getting hiccups and knocking stuff over. You know, we're burnt out. That's the bottom line here. We're burnt out on the political crap. And we're being force-fed more of it on YouTube. Way to go, YouTube. You know, way to infuriate your, you know, your users. But at the same time, I gotta applaud them. And you're gonna be like, what? Isn't this the total opposite worldview or view that you just took a second ago? Yes, it is. And this is where I'm conflicted a little bit. On the one hand, I don't want to be subjected to political advertisements on YouTube because I want to get away from the advertisements that I already see on television. But at the same time, I gotta give them credit because, you know, they're using new media. You know, the new social media that's out there now. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, MySpace, Okay, maybe not so much MySpace, but, all of that. They're using it all to drum up voter support. So, for that at least, I have to give them a hand. Because, I have to give them a thumbs up. Because at least they're figuring out that in 2010, social media is indeed where it's at. But I don't want to see it on my YouTube. That's just me. That's it for What Were You Thinking for this October 20th. I'm JMO. I will see you right back here in the very near future.